So yeah, it's still tough, but it's not as tough as like sending emails to 16 times 16 emails. So there's just one thing remaining here to do, and it is to let's see here. Here is the schedule, and if I could just move this thing, I press publish here, and then you can all go in here. Don't mind this error, and see the schedule. Download every song, and except that there's an error here that I have to resolve. But you could go to round 16 and download every song. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. Please participate in Moskva's swap album 11. Bye.
Okay. So let's see. Is anyone okay? We got some people here. Nice, nice, nice. Welcome to FamiSwap. This is an event that I ran on RampCorv's site, Monsquaz. I'm just gonna show real quick. Show this site here, because Monsquaz is a good website. Oh wait, let me mute this shit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Real quick, I'm just going to post the link around, make sure that everyone is in. And then once we got some people watching, we can go. Okay. So hopefully, Robin said cuck and it got auto hidden. Okay. So now that we got some people here, what we're going to do right quick is I'm going to load the chart table thing, and for each song, I'm basically just gonna copy what Ramcorv did, because he's hosted these things before, so he probably knows how to present these in an effective manner. So we're gonna start with my song, which was song 1. I'm just gonna pull up. Yeah, I would imagine being Swedish is tough if you don't speak English. But anyway, here's the cover art I whipped up. If any of you are artistically inclined and have come up with a better cover art, by all means send it over and I will use it. So, there's me. If any of you were curious as to what I look like, my fiance got me this webcam for my birthday, which was yesterday. It's a nice webcam and I like it a lot. So, let's see, window capture. What I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to add a window capture specifically for this, right? Specifically for that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cropping filter on this, right? And let's see, 65, 125, 105. I think 115 will work. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and then right, probably 160. Nope. Okay, and the top, we're gonna crop off 200. Nah, more than that. 400? Nope. Yeah, sorry, this part of the stream's going to be a little boring. I'm just getting this set up in such a way that it portrays the information effectively. Okay, nice. So this is the edit order of that particular song. And let me open it. Alright, so FamiSwap. So first round seed for the first song was this one. Alright, so the day one note, I just wrote, shit, we really in this bitch now? And this was a thing that I thought would be fun. There's a comment option in FamiTracker, and you can write notes. And you can set it to open when another person opens the file. So you can leave notes for the next person who gets the song. But I made sure to stipulate, you can't leave notes about the song. That's not how it works. So, without further ado, let's give this a listen. Okay, and now let's check out the final version. Alright, so for our notes here, day one, shit, we really in this bitch now. I'll actually bring this up again so we can see who said what. And Dust Hill Guy says, there should be a way to turn on word wrap here, but that's okay. So Dust Hill Guy says, sorry, I'm struggling with this. I've always found FamiTracker awkward to use, and managing this many sound channels, extension chips with it is just painful. I also have to admit, I left this until too late at night before I started working on it. Sorry, I'm going to try to do better on tomorrow's round. Day 3. Hi, I'm not really that great at adding on to other people's songs, which may or may not be fairly apparent, lol. I have faith you can salvage it, though. That was from Rectifier. Day 4. The man who had 2 dicks instead of 1, from RampCorp. Day 5. Eat the rich, from Captain Beard. Day 6. From Pandavova. Day 7. Ouchie, ow, ow, ouchie, owie, ow, from Razoric. Day 8 was skipped. Day 9, Dippy says, I couldn't think of anything to add, sorry. And then there were no more notes. So, let's listen to how this came out. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the volume levels there. Let me just turn up my mic actually so you can hear me as well. Okay, that's better. Now sorry if this is suddenly really loud for anyone who had their volume all the way up. So I kind of went wild on that one because that was my last round song. So next we're gonna listen to the seed for song number 2. This one was honestly one of my favorites to work on. So here we go. One sample. One. So a short seed, but a very good seed. All right. Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Whatever. That's fine. We can just open it from here. We're fine. So, let's get the order of composition up here. So, hang on a second. We can do this. We're smart. We're intelligent here. There we go. So, song 2, this was Zulu's seed, and he finished it as well. So, day 1, Zulu says, ultimate cheese. Flaming Log, me, says, this go hard as hell, Flocka. Day 3, well, I guess that was actually Dust Hill Guy on day 4, because Slimeball did not edit this song. Well, and then silent until day 7, which would appear to be Pandavova, Angry Face. Day 8, Dippy, said, I didn't add much. Also, I may have accidentally edited something that was already there, but I don't remember. Day 9, from Robin. Really nice Eurobeat feels. Hope this song develops more. Day 10, from The Rectifier. Sorry if your ears get blown out by my part. I'm pretty bad at volume regulation still. And day 11, from Razorek. You guys seem to love middle sections. So, let's give this one a listen. One. All right, nice. Sorry about the random video playing in the background for part of that. So next on our list, we have Song 3. I need second opinion on the mixing. Honestly, I think the mixing was pretty good. But anyway, seeds. So round 3, this was Dust Hill Guy's first round. So let's give this a listen. You're right here. No. All right, so let's check out this seed. When a seed is so good, you accidentally let it loop. Okay, so let's listen to the final version of that, to what this developed into. Oh, wrong folder. That's my folder. Song 3. Okay, so it looks like I was the last one to touch this one. Yeah, unfortunately, I have not heard back from Kefi. They were scheduled to work on this one. Let me pull up the schedule here. So unfortunately, I was the last one to work on this one. So this song is not finished. So this one went from Dust Hill Guy through Zlu, Razoric, The Rectifier, Dippy, Cleater, Robin, Take a Dose, Peddy Panel, and me. So let's open this and... Oh, hey. My fiance's home. I can tell because I just heard someone playing JoJo music walking by. That's how I can tell she's home. So anyway, let's give this a listen. All right. And Kefi apparently did do some work on this. So whenever I get that from her, I will put it in the final track that goes in the album. So, next one, we're gonna go to song 4. So, here's the seed for song 4. This one is Razorix. This was a lot of fun to work on, but like I had to like heavily adapt my style in order to even work on this. But I think it turned out pretty good. Like Razorix did a lot of work in the last round. All right, here we go. Oh. Okay, so now let's listen to the full version of that. All right, as you can see there, this particular song was worked on by Razorix, The Rectifier, Cleater, Pandavova, Robin, Rampcorv, Petty Panel, and myself. And then Razorix got it back again to finish it off. All right, and the messages are from Razorix with love. And then nothing until day 5. Pandavova just says yeet. Then day 6 or 7. This was probably Robin just saying no yeeting allowed. And then Ramkorv says Slika Jimmy Akison Ivrovin. I have no fucking idea how to pronounce Swedish, so I probably butchered that. And then this was either me or it was Razorix who said thanks. Because day 13 was me, but I don't remember writing that. Okay, so here we go. Really pleasant ending. I think that came out really well. So, next we're gonna listen to song number 5. Let's see, that's not it. I'm gonna move this over here so I stop accidentally clicking on it. So song 5. So this one had an interesting history. Let me just pull up the build history on this so we can all see what happened here. So this one started out with the rectifier, but they misunderstood what the start date was. So unfortunately, the rectifier didn't add anything. So Cleater received it in round 2, but instead of thinking, oh, the last person must have skipped, I'll just show you. I'll show you what he said. Well, day 1 had a really nice nihilistic approach, so I'm going to continue this masterpiece by adding literally nothing. To which Robin responded, "Fuck you." Okay. So this is the first round where something was actually added to this song, which is why we're starting in round 3. All right, so that one actually came out like it ended up being one of my favorite ones by the end. Like from humble beginnings, that ended up being one of the coolest songs. So let's listen to this one. The rectifier did come back to finish it off, despite skipping round 1 inadvertently. They did come back and finish it off. So the people who worked on this song is technically Cleater, because despite not adding anything to the song, they did leave a note in the comments, so I can't say they didn't edit the file. So then Robin, Triple P, Dust Hill Guy, Zlu, Petty Panel, Take a Dose, myself, and the rectifier. So let's give this final version a listen. So the notes here say, well, day 1 had a really nice nihilistic approach, yada yada, fuck you. Hey! Sad face. Sorry. The drop! One issue with this instrument pack is that it lacks any yoys. Yoys? Is that like an instrument that like does the yoy? That fucking sound that's in all the dubstep songs. Anyway, day 7, I don't know how to properly drop. Day 8, mystery characters. Okay, so let's give this a listen, shall we? I think we shall. Okay. So, yeah, as they're saying in chat here, this one might need some mixing before we put it in the album. So that also goes for anyone who submitted in the last round and isn't quite happy with how it turned out. If you aren't confident with doing the mixing yourself, just let the chat know. I'm sure there are volunteers who would be happy to help you fix the mixing. Myself included. If anyone wants any help mixing what they submitted in the last round, just let me know. I will help. So, next song on the list here, we've got song 6. So this one was started by Take a Dose. And let me pull up the build history on this. So this one, barely anyone skipped. At least there were barely any days where there wasn't something added. So generally these tend to turn out pretty good when there's barely any skips. So the only skip was Kefi, and I can't exactly blame her for that. I talked to her a bit about that, and she said she just couldn't figure out how to download the file from the site, which I understand. I struggled with that a little bit at the beginning. But anyway, listen to this seed here. All right, and let's listen to how this song developed. So that would be finals. Take a Dose, round 14, song 6. So this one, this is honestly very worth looking at the notes for. So, day 1, Take a Dose says, I organize the instruments, thank you, my pleasure. And just take a second to appreciate that. Like, those are very nicely organized instruments. Let me get this down here. Just so you can see, like, Take a Dose organized them by expansion chip, which makes a really nice rainbow effect. Pretty good. So, back to the comments here. It's actually day 5. Okay, so it all got shifted up. So day 2, Robin said, "Enjoy the melodies, Oni-san, uwu." Day 3, Pendavova says, "Jazz, angry cat face." Day 4, which is actually day 5, Cleater says, "Hey, it's officially spring now, isn't that great?" Wait, it's actually day 5 already. I shouldn't write my comment here. Day 4, you missed the comment thing. He says he shouldn't write his comment here, and then writes it there anyway. Thug life. Day 5, which is actually day 6, Petty Penol says, okay. Day 7, which is written in day 6, the Rectifier says, "Spice drums up and added more kawaii." Day 7... Actually, I'm confused now. Cleater, did you write in day 4 and day 5? Because this right here, this looks like a Petty Penol comment. So now I'm confused. Wait, you said jazz? What the hell? So, okay. I'm not even going to attempt to attribute these. This is a clusterfuck. Holy shit, okay. So, day 7. Couldn't think of much to add to this particular one, but I still managed to add a couple of patterns nonetheless. Oh yeah, I also managed to crash FamiTracker by being a complete idiot and pasting a pattern to the right of where it should have been pasted, which caused an error. Nice, I've done the same thing. Day 8. Sorry about this. Didn't manage to do much this round, I just added some timbales. Nice song anyway. So it's just take a look at this really nice ASCII. How do you pronounce that? ASCII or ASCII? ASCII art? Day 9. Hi. Day 10 and 11. Blank. Day 12. I believe. Hello, guys. What is going on in the house? Whoop, whoop. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Enough of that. Let's listen to the song. Okay, I'll figure it out eventually. Just give me a second. So next song would be song 7. This is Cleater's Seed. Day 1, an inspirational message. All right, let's listen to how this. Short but sweet. So let's open up the full version of that. So this is Song 7. Finals, Song 7, Round 17, Cleater. Or Round 14, sorry. So the messages here are an inspirational message. Oh, wait, let me pull up the people who worked on this. Alright, so this is Cleater, then Pandavova, then Dippy, Slimeball, Zlu, me, Take a Dose, Triple P, The Rectifier, Rampcorv, Robin, and then 2 skips, and Cleater again. So, Day 0, PP. Day 1, an inspirational message. Day 2, well, I'm a bit sorry, but have fun. Day 3, made this into a happy little tune. Day 4, Kirby happy face. Day 5, 1B. Day 6, blank. Day 7, Day 6 was blank. Day 8, sorry. Day 9, this comment made by ARP Gang. Day 10, Jinx Maze. Day 11, this comment made by No Yeet Gang. Good stuff. Okay, let's give it a listen. Wait, a bit of an emergency. Yeah, we're just gonna wait a second. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to wait a second. Cleater submitted the wrong file, so we're going to wait for the right one, and we're going to listen to that one instead. Let's see here. Oh, shit. Okay, so Monsquaz. Where is... Cleater, what even is your... Oh, there you are. Oh, there he is. Okay, nice. Here we go. Okay, we're going to open this one. And before I do anything, I'm going to save it over the one that I had in there. So Documents, FamiSwap, Finals, this one, and we replace that file. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the mix-up. Hopefully this makes things a little better. Alright, P-break apparently. Well, either way, it's going to take like a couple minutes to get back to that point in the song, so let's listen to this here. Oh, before I forget, the title of this song is Song 56. Ooh, I love that fade out at the end. That is a good song. Man, this is going to be a good album. All right. So, next, we're going to listen to song 8. So, the seed here. This one is Robin's. So, here we go. Samba mi amiga, owo. Good comment. Okay, and now let's check out the final file. Let's see here. Song 8. There we go. So, let me pull up the edit history on this one. Alright, so the people who worked on this song were Robin, Take a Dose, Petty Panol, Dippy, myself, The Rectifier, Razoric, Zlu, Captain Beard, Cleater, and Robin again. So, the comments on this one read, Samba me amiga, owo, the Mudaraba, Doramasu, or Doramusu, I barely added anything, sorry. The first fully English note. Day 6. I might be an American, but I think like a European chiptune composer. I'm addicted to arpeggios. Me too. Day 7. Not really feeling it today. It's okay, Napstabluke. Day 8. Samba de Janeiro. Day 9. Twerk to this one. Good stuff. Okay. So now let's listen to it. The Nightcore version. I love that. Like, I love when songs do that. When there's no C effect at the end, so it just loops around to the beginning, but with like random effects added, so it sounds like a completely different song. Okay. So, next song would be song 9. This was Slimeball's song, or round 1. So this one is, who did this? Joy, okay hand, gun. Sunsoft pick base, I love you, but you're... Wait a minute, did I download the wrong thing? Hang on a second. I gotta fix this. All right. I'm just gonna make sure that I do in fact have the correct file here. Song 9. Okay, yeah. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Shoot. Okay. Okay, let's fix this here. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna have to reapply the filter. Misclick there. Filters, add a crop. Let me make sure that it is in fact the correct one. Huh. No? Is it this? Okay. Okay, there we go. Crisis narrowly averted. All right, and over to... There we go. All right, so there we can see this was Dippy's round 1, but Dippy was not around for round 1. So Slimeball took the reins there and wrote a song. So let's listen to what Slimeball wrote. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't skipping around. Also, thank you, Pandavova. I am sorry that I locked you out. Next year, I will not do that. So, here we go. So, a short seed, but a sweet one. And let's check out what that sounds like in the last round. That is Song 9 from Dippy. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so let's see who said what. So, Day 1 and Day 2 were both from Slimeball. Who did this? Joy, okay hand, gun. Sunsoft, pick base, I love you, but you're so quiet. Triple P says, I have bad breath, please help. Day 4, I said, this is chill, time to fuck it up. Takedos says, I love the chord progression. Day 6, Dust Hill Guy says, wanted to add some 5B bass, but figured you guys would make better use of it, so I left one pattern of the bass with JXX values corresponding to pitches. Huh. Alright, and Zulu says, wow, cats are cute. And Cleater... Okay, Ramcorv said, the man who had 2 dicks instead of 1. That's such a good phrase. Resurrect says, so uninspired. Day 11. Was that Rectifier, or was that Pettipanel? More of the same. Day 12, Cuck. That was either Robin or Dippy. I can't tell. So, let's give this a listen. Okay, and that was that. So now let's listen to song 10. The seed for this was from Petty Pinole. Alright, so nothing in the comments here. That's okay. This one was titled Chrysalis, and I don't think anyone changed it. At least I don't remember seeing anyone change it. And let's give this a listen. Sometimes a seed is just so good you leave it playing for 2 entire minutes. Okay, so let's listen to what that developed into. So we have round 14, Petty Pinole once again came back with it. So let's check out the build history on this. So this went Petty Pinole, Razoric, Ramcorv, Take a Dose, skipped Slimeball, Robin, Flaming Log, the Rectifier, Cleater, skipped Triple P, skipped Cat and Beard, skipped Zulu, Dippy, and back to Petty Pinole for the finisher. So, am I writing in the right spot? All right, so let's read out the comments here. Day 1 blank, day 2 blank, day 3. This track needs more anal sex in it. Day 4, am I writing in the right spot? Day 5, then next person writes here. Day 6, okay, sure. Day 7, fuck not having all the expansions here, I'm putting them back in. Oh, that was me, I did that. Day 8, I was really pressed for time since I got to this right before the round deadline and couldn't think of anything really unique to add, so I extended the last part and added a simple melody on the third 5B channel instead. Day 9, good day. And then day 10 onward is blank. So let's listen to how this sounds. Okay, Petty Penol says, this isn't the final one. They edited something after. Okay, send me the file. Technical difficulties, that's all. Nice. Okay. And we're going to open that. Okay, so whenever you come back, let me know what exactly, what part we're going to start at, because that is a 5-minute song, and if I can, I would like to avoid playing the entire thing again. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we're going to listen to just the last segment again, just so we know what we missed out on. Okay. We'll have the final track on the album for everyone to listen to. But yeah, that last chord was more smooth. Nice. All right, so next song on the list is Triple P. So let's give that a listen. Day one, do whatever you want, LOL. Honestly, that was a really high energy seed. I like it. And now let's check out what the final version sounded like. That was song 11. So the last time it was touched was round 12. Let me pull up the build history on that. Yeah, so it was supposed to go to the rectifier, and Triple B skipped last round, and Captain Beard also skipped, so it didn't get touched since Ramcorp edited it. I gotta say, I do appreciate these fucking ASCII arts that are in some of these. Day 1, do whatever you want, LOL. Day 2, blank. Day 3, Opus 69. Is that a dig at me? I can't tell. Am I being memed on? Day 5, bless whoever did the last part, thank you, haha. Day 6, OE, 0E to 11, best frames. Day 7, thinking anime girl face. Day 8, Jesus Christ, nice ASCII art, that was me. Also, thanks for the cool build-up frames. Day 9, was not able to get to this until 12:30 a.m., so this is my break day, sorry. Just go into a slower section or something. Day 10, is this day 10 already? Damn. Day 11, sorry I accidentally made an ending, LOL. Day 12, fix it. Just fix it. That's the message. Okay. So, here we go. Dang. That was a good song. Like, even though it didn't have anyone touch it for the last 2 rounds, like, that honestly came out pretty good. All right, so the next one. This one was fun. Have fun. Have fun, he says. All right, crazy bus cover. Here we go. So that was Pandavova's round one, and now let's hear what it turned into. So that was song 12. There we go. Honestly, like, this really brought out the best in, like, a lot of people. Unironically, this ended up being one of the best songs. Like, completely serious. Ha! Oh man, that was stupid. Anyway, I read everything, and I'm not going to read everything again. Whoops! Okay, let's just listen to the music. Man, that was a good song. Like, we just gotta listen to this chord at the end again. Like, what even is that? I love it. Like, okay. Actually, you know what it is? No, it isn't even adjacent. There's one where it's a space of 2 semitones, and then 4 consecutive, like, this is 4 consecutive semitones, right? Like, and then there's one that's 2 away that just rounds it out. Like, that shouldn't sound good. That actually shouldn't sound good, but it fucking does. Okay, anyway, I said I was going to read the comments, so now that my mic is on, I can see the bar moving. Let's read these. Alright, Day 1, have fun. Day 2, this was weird to work with, but kind of fun. Day 3, are we covering Crazy Bus? Day 4, well, I guess the VRC7 lead in the last part is only mixed properly in FamiTracker. The NSF export mixing sucks. Why is VRC7 so much louder than everything else, lol? Anyway, my message for today is, besides, thanks for scrolling that much to the right, lol, it's not Crazy Bus anymore. Try to do some real music now. Smiley face. Day 5, how's this for a change? Day 6, if self-mastery is bone, be Kimimaro. Day 7, Google Bach and Sore Koshiro were here. Day 8, make me poop my pants. Day 9, did I make you poop your pants? Day 10, thank you, Pandavova. Okay, and then there's nothing else. So that is the second to last song. Now let's listen to the last song. Oh, wait, no. Hang on, no. That was the final. We aren't listening to that yet. Okay, so this is Slime Balls round 1. Let me pull up the build history on this. Okay, nice. Alright, here we go. Okay, and there was the round 1. Now let's pull up the last iteration of it. Song 13. Alright, so, Day 1. Thumbs up. This is a personal appeal from Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales. Day 2. OMG, this track is so loud. OMFG, LMAO. Day 3. Me. It is no longer loud, but is now rather extremely quiet. Day 4. Then next person installs GNU Linux. Day 5. Sorry, I cannot install Linux onto my Famicom. Day 6. Ugh, I suck at working with really long pattern lengths. Also, I may have made the song louder again. Winky face! Day 7. It's time for 2005 Deep Trance. Day 8. Are we playing volume ping pong or what? Lol, anyway, here you have a nice transition to another beat dance section. Have fun doing your stuff with it. Day 9. I don't understand all the fuss about volume levels. And then nothing. Like, literally, the last half of this was just not even touched. Sad. So let's give this a listen. Okay. Like, it doesn't have a proper ending, but that's honestly not very far from an ending. Like, that could be reworked into one pretty quickly, pretty easily. Anyway, that was all of the songs. So, thank you all very much for participating in FamiSwap 2019. And I hope to see you all again in 2020. So, yeah, that was that. So, send me a message on Discord or something, those of you who are in the Mon Squad's Discord, and just let me know if you aren't satisfied with what you submitted in the last round. Let me know, and I or someone else will help you finish off the mixing. I would like to have the album released before the end of the month, so whatever you guys want to do. If you're completely satisfied with the way your song ended up, or if you started a song in round one and didn't get to touch it again for whatever reason, any reason at all, let me know. I'll send it over to you and you can mess with it. Well, anyway, that was that. So thank you for stopping in and watching the stream. Have a good night.